Okay, what is going on, everybody? Let me get this angle down. All right, perfect. All right, good Sunday morning. Hope you guys are doing good. I just had a little creed for you guys because I'm planning on changing up my personal brand, The Angle of Attack. Still trying to get some clarity on exactly how that's going to go, but it's starting to narrow down, and so was working on a little creed to help kind of hone in the philosophy and the idea of where this is going. Okay. So essentially, here's the ideology. Let me know, comment. Let me know if you believe in this as well. So we are not born into a broken world. We allowed to break it. We allowed it to break. We traded discipline for comfort, honor for applause, truth for convenience. But a few of us still remember nations don't die from invasion, they die from decay. And that decay starts inside the individual. The New American Standard is a rebellion of rebirth, a movement of men and women who refuse to kneel to weakness, mediocrity, or moral confusion. It begins not with politics, but in the mirror, with the single human who says, I will rebuild myself and through that rebuild my country. Okay, so number one, strength is the first virtue. The body is the forge of the spirit. If you're weak, you cannot love deeply, protect fiercely, or lead honorably. Strength is not vanity, it is duty. To train is to wage war on your own decay. To master the body is to earn the right to speak of freedom. Number two, discipline over emotion. Feelings are weather, principles are sky. We do not act because it is easy, we act because it is right. The New American Standard lives by schedule, not mood. He shows up when he's tired, not when he's broken, or when he's broken, and when no one's watching. This is how nations are built. One quiet act of self mastery at a time. Number three, faith in higher order. We walk as if God is watching because he is. Faith is not superstition, it is structure. It reminds us that life has moral weight, the truth is not negotiable, and that eternity is watching how we live now. Without faith, freedom becomes chaos. With it, chaos becomes purpose. Number four, truth over comfort. We speak the truth even when it costs us followers, fame, or favor. The New American does not bend to trends. He is anchored in reality, forged in honesty, and allergic to excuses. Truth is not always popular, but it is always necessary. It is the oxygen of civilization. Number five, build, don't complain. Every complaint is a wasted blueprint. Every excuse is a nail pulled from the nation's foundation. The world doesn't need more critics, it needs more builders. We do not curse the darkness, we build light. We do not demand better men, we become them. Community through excellence. We do not bond through victimhood, we bond through pursuit, through shared suffering and shared standards. Brotherhood and sisterhood are not given, they are earned through sweat, loyalty, and shared progress. When individuals rise together in strength, the nation heals without needing permission. Number seven, ambition is holy. We reject smallness. We reject the notion that humility means hiding your light. God gives talent to be multiplied, not buried. To dream boldly, to build massively, to strive for greatness, that is worship. Ambition, rightly guided, is not greed. It is gratitude in motion. Number eight, suffering is sacred. Comfort weakens, struggle purifies. We embrace hardship because it's the only road to meaning. Pain is not punishment, it is instruction. In the gym, in heartbreak, in failure, the divine hammer shapes our edges. The weak curse the forge, the strong thank it. Okay, number nine, self reliance, not self worship. We believe in sovereignty, not selfishness. Freedom means responsibility for one's own outcome, but the point of strength is service. We master ourselves so we can lift others, not rule them. Power without love is tyranny. Love without power is useless. Okay, number 10, rebuild yourself, rebuild America. The fall of man and the fall of nations share one root, the death of discipline. Every great revival begins not in Washington, but in one man's decision to stop making excuses. If you want to change America, start with your body, your mind, your home, and your habits. Be the proof, be the standard, be the spark. Because America isn't lost, she's waiting for her sons and daughters to rise again. Okay, so yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal. We got to stand up. We got to stand up and work on ourselves, fix ourselves. I've been showing you guys just how broken and messed up I am. Right? Like it's there. It's right there for all of you to see. That's fine. Like it's not stopping me from doing what I need to do. So hopefully I can lead the way and show you guys what it's like to be transparent, what it's like to be open and honest, what it's like to be a truth teller. And if you make mistakes, own it. You know, that's my mission is to re-educate humans how to be strong. How to be not so morally corrupt, not so physically or emotionally or mentally corrupt. Right? I mean, like the rate of obesity, that's physical corruption. The lack of spirit, the lack of soul, the lack of God or religion is corruption of the spirit, is corruption of the soul, right? I mean, look at all these mental health issues that we have. That's corruption of the emotion, corruption of the mind. So, we're falling apart. We're falling apart, and the only antidote to this is strength. I mean, how are we going to survive an environment that is putting a lot of pressure on us to survive, except to survive? And so, how do you survive? Well, you have to be strong. Only the strongest will survive, huh? Survival of the fittest, right? It's like, Darwin, science, evolution, and God and religion all exist at the same time. Crazy concept. But yeah, that's the creed. I'm gonna go back over it number one. So I'm gonna read the preamble and I'm gonna read 1 through 10 just for all you guys that just came in here. So the preamble, real quick. We are not born into a broken world. We allowed it to break. We traded discipline for comfort, honor for applause, truth for convenience. But a few of us still remember nations don't die from invasion, they die from decay. And that decay starts inside the individual. The new American standard is a rebellion of rebirth, a movement of men and women who refuse to kneel to weakness, mediocrity, or moral confusion. It begins not with politics, but with the mirror, with a single human who says, I will rebuild myself and through that rebuild my country. Okay, so the 10 points that I had here without going too much into them is number one, strength is the first virtue. Number two, discipline over emotion, faith in higher order, truth over comfort, build, don't complain, community through excellence, ambition is holy, suffering is sacred, self reliance, not self worship. And lastly, rebuild yourself, rebuild America. So that's what we got going on. That's yeah, that's what we got going on, and yeah. So I need to get filming some interviews. I'm gonna go out and interview, do some debates out in public. Try and get that content thing up and going. Like, I mean, you guys know I was about to do the transformation series, which I'm still planning on doing, just not on a high of a frequency. So I'll probably be posting maybe once a week. I'm already down like I don't know 10 pounds in the last week since I posted that first transformation series short video on YouTube and TikTok. So I've just been doing Muay Thai. I mean, you guys have been watching me. I've been doing Muay Thai, so I've been doing that every morning. I still don't really have a routine. This is the best routine that I have in my life, like 100%. Being on here every single day at 9 a.m. is like the most consistent thing I've been doing for myself over the last few weeks. But it has forced me to get back into the gym, doing some lifts, doing some more Muay Thai. And honestly, like over the last few weeks, I've kind of come to the conclusion that like Muay Thai is kind of my thing now. Like it's lifting weights and then doing calisthenics was like got super into it, which I'm still super into. But like for some reason, I don't know, just like hitting a heavy bag and like I just want to learn more about it, get more into it. Like I recognize this feeling. Like this is high interest in whatever this is that I'm doing. So Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. I mean, the Muay Thai is really good. It's really good for just burning fat, man. Like, give that 30 minutes every day, bro. Like, give it like 2 weeks, you'll see massive changes. But yeah, outside of that, it's yeah, this is the only thing keeping me going, really. This routine. Outside of that, I'm still building my personal training business. Um, but this is what I want to go more into is the personal brand. It's not even a personal brand. Like, that's just what they call it, right? They just call it a personal brand just because it's me and I'm not Gymshark, right? Gymshark is just a brand, and a personal brand is just a person, right? I'm not trying to build a brand around my name. I'm trying to start a movement, bro. Like, I'm trying to start a movement. I don't care about my name. That doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to get America like up and running and changing their life. And that's why I want to come back here on content and do content, because it's like I don't want the money. Like, I used to want to just try to build a business and try to get money, get fame, whatever. But it's like, yeah, I've grown up since then, since honestly since I started this channel a lot. And but at the same time, I'm broken. I'm showing that to you guys right now. And we're all broken. I'm just being very transparent and vulnerable about it, because it doesn't really affect me anymore at this point. Like, I've accepted it and I'm working on it, and it's kind of my superpower. And so I see how I can be called in this direction to really help. So, if you guys have any ideas as far as that goes, I'm just trying to help Americans get strong again, because I feel like Americans are weak. I feel like America is weak, and I feel like it starts with the ideology. It starts with without having moral decay. We can't be demoralized as a country. Like, that's like that's like one of the biggest things we have going for us as a country is our American spirit. Like, no other country has the American spirit. For better or worse, right? It creates psychopaths, but it creates like this insane strength in a human that has never been seen before. Like, rarely. Like, I don't know. It's just like this belief in, like, this is our country. Like, whatever, blah blah blah. But that's diminishing. It's going away, and for better or worse, like I said, I don't really care. At the end of the day, I notice people are weak, and I personally don't like it. I would like to. I personally saw how I was weak and how that would have made my life worse if I continued being weak. I chose to be strong at a few points in my life, and saw how that changed my life drastically. And it's like, okay, well, this is my new mission now, because like this changed my whole life, and I need to show you guys how to do that. And the only way I knew how to do that before was just show you guys how to lose weight, right? And how to get a physique. But since then, I've learned how to build businesses. I've learned how to really be super self sufficient. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm 28 right now. Like, my 20s have been hell. They have sucked. But I can tell. I can tell 30s are gonna be great. Stability is here. Thriving is here. But that's what has allowed me to kind of shift my focus to this, which is like, I'm not trying to build Joey Saves. I'm trying to build a mission here. You know. So that's what I'm trying to get. Iron out the details of, is like how I'm gonna do that. So, for example, one example is just going to interview people. Like, how like there's content of people interviewing people out at the bars or something. It's like, oh, just like man on the street type stuff, like going out to interview people, kind of picking their mind on what they think about the current dating pool or current political landscape. I'll pretty much be doing that same thing, but more on like a cultural level. So more just like, more just like, how do you think we are as a culture? And I want to try and unite. I want to try and unite. I think there's a huge. There's always, like, if there's one thing that's going to be solvable in the market, it's going to be unity. Like, if we look at all of existence as a capital market, I think the one thing that is like the highest virtue that a human could do above money, above building a company, is uniting people. Uniting different races, different religions, different genders, ideologies, different people, right? I mean, I think that's like the highest virtue you can do. It is find unity, find similarities and not differences. I mean, the easier thing to do is to find differences, right? And so I have this I like theory or a philosophy that weakness is equal to sin. So if you take every decision you make, if you can either make, you know, you can either make the harder decision or the easier decision. So for example, today it's uh, like you know you have to go to the gym. You know you have to go to the gym today. So you're either going to go or you're not going to go. You're not going to go because of whatever weak excuse, but you know that. You know that it's stronger of you to go to the gym than to decide to not go to the gym, right? So I would say that if you know you have to go to the gym and you choose not to go to the gym, which is the easier choice, then therefore that is a sin. I mean, it's all synonymous, right? So another way of looking at doing the right thing, doing the good thing, is doing the thing that is not a sin. And so, what is a sin? It's usually the easier thing or the weaker thing to do. At least that's my philosophy. I don't know. That's kind of a framework that I like to use. But yeah, it's Sunday. I'm going out here to church at noon. I'm trying out different services out here in Austin, Texas. If anyone is here in Austin, Texas, let me know. Let's meet up. Let's hang out. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for supporting me, for supporting Joey Saves. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something good. That's what I want. So hopefully I can inspire all you guys to do something good too. Anyway, it's Sunday. I love you guys. Have a good Sunday. Go to church. See you tomorrow.